Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sah Viryan Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vitvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatamam vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. Start with the Gita Panchamrit song. Yeah, you can do without mic. Yeah, everybody can join in as you listen to the tune. Natmanam Natmanavasade Atmaivaripuraatmanaha Narayana Madhusudana Yevadhikaraste Ma Phaleshu Kadachana Ma Karma Phala Heturubhuhi Ma Te Sangostva Karmani Narayana Madhusudana Yat Karoshi Yadashnasi Yajjuhoshi Yadasi Yat Yattapasyasi Kaunteya Tat Kurushva Madarpanam Narayana Madhusudana Ananyashchindayanto Mam Ye Janaः Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham Narayana Madhusudana Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyah Mokshayishyami Ma Shuchaha Narayana Madhusudana Madhusudana Narayana Madhusudana Kanna 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 Kanna. Okay, So yesterday we did the first verse of the Gita Panchamrit. Uddharet atmanatmanam. Lift yourself by yourself. And the premise was, to be a devotee, the first step is fly, right? First love yourself. First love yourself. And we love ourselves by lifting ourselves from pain to persistence, and the emotional level from reaction to response, and the intellectual level from validation to values, and in the spiritual level, it's a shift. It's a shift, not a lift, right? So today we're going to see all about now how to really learn to love others. What does that mean? So today we're focusing on page 17 of your book. Okay? We'll take this verse 2.47 first. I'll chant and then you please repeat after me. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhuhu ma te sangostva karmani. Together. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhuhu ma te sangostva karmani. Now, how many of you have not heard this verse? Okay. Most of us would have heard it once before, right? So this verse is a very, very popular one. And if you haven't heard it, good. This is a great opportunity to hear it. This verse is all about how to act in this world. And we're going to break this down in 4 parts, okay? So first I'll translate each quarter, then I'll break it down for you. Karmani eva adhikaraha te means your right is only to action. Karmani eva, in action alone, adhikaraha te is your right. The second pada or quarter says, ma phaleshu kadachana, and never in the results of action. Ma karma phala hetur bhuhu. Ma means don't. Don't become what? Karma phala hetu bhu. Bhu means don't become karma phala hetu, the one who's always eyeing the results, the one who always has eyes on the results. That is called a karma phala hetu. The one who's always eyeing, what am I going to get? What am I going to get? What am I going to get? Mate sangaha astu akarmani. And do not be sangaha, do not be attached to akarmani, in action. Mate sangaha astu, do not be attached to what? Akarmani, to inaction. Now let's see the beauty of this verse come alive. The first step in this verse is actually the last quarter. Do not be attached to inaction. This is waking us up from a tamasic mentality. Getting up from tamas. Because what is tamasic mentality? We don't want to act. We don't want to do. And let's be very clear. There's a distinction between escapism and vairagya and dispassion. Tamas and sattva look alike. They look very much alike, but they're worlds apart. Escapism is when I don't want to do. I'm trying to avoid it. I'm trying to avoid this action out of fear. Because I'm afraid, what will happen? What will people say? What's it going to be like? Therefore, I better not take it up. I better not do it. It's better for me to keep quiet. This is called escapism. This is what Arjuna did. And how do we know it's escapism? Because there's a thirst in there. There's a FOMO. Maybe I should have done it. Maybe I should have taken it up. There's a FOMO that comes. That's how you know it's escapism. But dispassion is different. Dispassion is, I've done it. I'm done. I'm over it. So choosing not to act out of maturity. The other one is choosing not to act out of fear. And they both look alike because you're both not acting. So here it says, get out of tamas. When we feel like we want to escape the situation, when we feel lazy, I don't want to do it, I don't feel like doing it, can somebody else do it? When we feel lazy, it's saying better act. And now let me tell you, if we're doubting whether we're in escapism or dispassion, we're all in escapism. No doubt. We've all become so lazy. So lazy. We don't even turn off our own lights at home. The iPad will turn off the lights. The iPad will turn off this, will turn off that. Nobody remembers directions anymore. You just Waze it. Even if it's 10 minutes away, you Waze it. You know how to go. Why will you Waze it? And then no need to think how to think about this topic. Just ask ChatGPT. You get it right away. Just ask. So we are losing our creativity. We are losing our ability to read, to understand, to think, to get up and do. We're losing that. We're losing our ability to listen also. I just play the recording on 2-speed while I cook my dal chawal. So it's okay. No. Means get up and work. Get up and work. Get up and do. Because if we do not use our body, we will lose it. For Sharira Yatra also, if we do not start moving our body, we're going to lose it. If we don't exercise, take a walk, these muscles are going to hurt. If we don't use our brains to think, to imagine, we're going to lose it. If we don't use our memory, we're going to lose it. So get out of that tamasic mentality. It doesn't mean that just because we're surrounded by so much technological advancement that we do not need to think. Because what happens is it's not about efficiency. It's not about I can do so many things. It's about the impression, the samskara. It's not about doing so many things. It's how deep did that get into you? Because at the end of the day, if it gets into us really deep, then it can make a difference. So doing everything, the ability to do everything, maximum output, that is not Vedanta. Did it purify me? Did it leave a mark on me? Did it help me transform? And if it did, then it's a beautiful action. So first step, get out of that tamasic mentality. Second step, ma karma phala hetuhu bhuhu. Get out of that rajasika mentality. Why, what is that rajasika mentality? Somebody is always eyeing what's going to happen. Their hetu, their motive is always karma phala. It is not Ishvara aradhana. There's a difference. Their motive is, what am I going to get? What's it going to do for me? Am I going to be appreciated? Am I going to be remembered? Is this going to work well? Right? Will I gain money? Will I gain fame? This makes us lose out on the glory of the action. But when the motive is Ishvara Aradhana, then it's not stained, it's not tainted. Imagine if I'm always focusing on the results. Please, nobody said don't have a vision in mind. Even to have a retreat like this, a vision is necessary. But to keep focusing and focusing on that all the time instead of the action at hand, then we're going to lose out on the action. If 50% of my attention is on the action and 50% is on what's going to happen, what do you think that action is going to be like? Very mediocre. Doesn't even deserve to be called an action. So one's always worried, one's always stressed, tensed. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? But when the motive, the hetu, is Ishvara Aradhana, what happens? Then there's a self-forgetfulness in the action. You lose yourself in the moment of the action. You don't even know you're there. You don't even know what's happening because Ishvara is just flowing through. Devi is just flowing through. And things are just happening. Things are just happening without you even thinking. It's just coming. It's just flowing. It's just moving. Because one has forgotten about their motive. They have lost themselves in Ishvara. And this is, if you see the story of Janabai, in every single action, she loses herself in Vithala. She doesn't think, I'm doing, what will happen? Will this butter get turned? Will I be able to finish all my housework? She doesn't think. She just loses herself in Vithala, Vithala, Vithala. And everything gets done. Everything gets done. Do you like that? Huh? In our Upanishads, it's very clear. Whatever we desire, that is what we get. Therefore, be careful what you desire. So why we are bestowed this responsibility? Why did we get this dharma? It's because we asked for it. That's why next time a desire rises, say, don't rise. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. We asked for it. So now that it has come in front of us, accept that responsibility gracefully. And in that alone, do, meaning flow. Flow. Perform in that field alone where I have been given the responsibility. If I have not been given that responsibility, then that is not my karma. This is where uparama is very, very critical. Ka kim karma iti avyaprita buddhihi. Meaning, only do what I'm supposed to do. If I keep doing what everybody else is supposed to do, then I'll go crazy. And that's why half of us go crazy. Right? We think we should be doing what everybody else is doing. No. What is my responsibility? That I must do. And sometimes naimittika karma happens. Naimittika, sometimes occasional duties happen. Somebody in the family gets sick. Our parents get sick. Loved ones get sick. Don't say, why do I have to handle it? Accept it with grace that this is my opportunity to serve and it's absolutely okay. And when that comes, your nitya karma, you can push it to the side. Because if somebody is sick, somebody needs help, somebody, can't get up by themselves, we have to be there and it's absolutely okay. Embrace that moment. Because when we're given that opportunity to care for somebody who's ailing, do you know how much we grow? It's incredible. We become so sensitive. We become so understanding, so patient. That in itself is a learning. So don't shy that away. The child is sick. I have to stay home from work. What can I do? That's a great lesson in and of itself. So in that act, karmani eva, in my nitya karma, what is my daily responsibilities, my naimittika karma, what is my occasional responsibilities, in that act. Number 2 of the eva, karmani eva. Eva here means as per our swadharma. As per our swadharma. See, each of us has a natural expression. Embrace it. Don't think, why is my natural expression not that? I should not think my natural expression should be a doctor because it's such a noble profession. But that's not my natural expression. I would be lying to myself if I said I want to study medicine, I want to heal people in that way. Right? My natural expression is completely different. And whatever your natural expression is, it's beautiful. It's even more beautiful when we stay as per our natural expression. Just stay. We don't have to be everything for everybody. That is why even our devatas and devis, Saraswati Devi, her natural expression is what? Knowledge, is wisdom. That's her natural expression. Durga Devi's natural expression is courage, fearlessness, right? And Lakshmi Devi's natural expression is love, virtue, right? It's very clear that, and when they function together in their natural expression, the whole world is so beautiful. Because one showers their knowledge, the other one showers all their virtue, and the other one showers so much courage. And everybody works in harmony. Durga Devi is not saying, let me be Lakshmi Devi today. I want to try. No, she's saying, I'm going to come in all my grandeur, in my red, and I'm going to teach everybody how to be fearless. She's not trying to be like somebody else. And that's what we should also understand, that wherever we are, whatever our natural expression is, that's you, that's me, and it's perfectly okay. And understand that that's our vasana. That's our vasana, and that's what has to be expressed. So karmani eva. Karmani eva. The third meaning of karmani eva means do only what is required at that time. Don't get over enthused. And I want to do so many things. Hanumanji went to Lanka. Then he said, let me also bring Sita Devi back. And Sita Devi said, no. Only this much. Only this. I know your potential is this much. But only right now, this much is required of you. Right? If a needle is required, don't go and bring a sword. Oh, let's go and do it. No. Only whatever is required, that much. From this time to this time. Sometimes people bring their, work home. And it seeps through every single part. Then they're here, they're working, they're there, they're working. Then their mind is not here, it's not there, it's everywhere. Because they're trying to work, but they feel guilty that they're not being at home. And they're at home, but they feel like they should be at work. Set your boundaries. Set your boundaries, karmani eva. Karmani eva. At that time, only that's what I'm supposed to do. It doesn't do anybody any good. If my mind is here and then my mind is there, it doesn't do anybody any good. Neither the home is functioning well, nor the job, that career is functioning well. Wherever I am, that's where I should be. That's it. Wherever I am, that's where I should be. And see, let me tell you another thing. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Okay, it's not just karma. That karma also should be enjoyed. It should also be ananda. And I can only enjoy when I'm in the moment, really. When I'm in the moment, that's when I enjoy most. Even the littlest things. You're taking a bath, shampooing your hair. Karmani eva, just shampoo your hair. Forget about everything else. Just feel the lathering, rinsing, all that. Just enjoy it. It's okay. You're drinking a cup of tea. Forget everything else. Just drink that cup of tea. Put your feet up. Enjoy that tea. It's okay. Because it's these little moments of joy that give us the fuel for doing other things more beautifully. And if we don't do these little things with joy, if we're always stressed, if we're always rushed, if we're always trying to think what's going to happen, there's no beauty in that action. So karmani eva, wherever we are, just do that. Just do that. And I said it's not about efficiency. It's not about I should be efficient and I should do everything at the one time. No, efficiency, the true meaning is really doing one thing at a time. Then we can truly be efficient. Because then we don't have to redo and rework and recall. How many times we're trying to be efficient, then we have to resend the email. We have to rewrite this. We have to redo this. We have to recall that. There's not efficiency. So karmani eva. That eva word is important. Eva. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Now here's the trick. Here it says, no, so we're rising. So we're rising. There's an alarm also to tell you that we're rising. From tamas, from rajas, sattva. Now, when we've come to a level of sattva, it's clearly understood that the results are not in our hands. The results are not in our hands. Now, what is the secret of this? The secret of this is when we get so lost in the action, you already got your result. You understand? If you're with somebody, you're talking to somebody, already you had such a beautiful conversation. In that already you enjoyed your result. You don't need a post result. Some of us are Bal Vihar teachers. In the Bal Vihar classroom, you're already taught, you already shared, you already learned so much from them that you already got your result. Now, whether the kids listen, whether they get it, whether they don't get it, what happens, who knows, is okay. Because in that moment, you already got it. And that's why Ma Phaleshu Kadachana, the Karma Yoga is not even bothered by whatever is going to happen. It's okay. In that moment, one already lost themselves. One already got the result. And as we know, we cannot control what's going to happen. Nobody can control. So many times we've heard this already. No? We cannot control anything. We cannot control anybody. So his Ma Phaleshu Kadachana also means that when we're raising children, when we're dealing with spouses, when we're dealing with family, grandchildren, Ma Phaleshu Kadachana, we cannot change them. Karmani eva. Our only karma, our only dharma there is to help nourish, is to help provide. Now what happens to them is not in our hands. How will they turn out? It's not in our hands. Now let me ask you something. Did anybody here turn out the way your parents thought you would turn out? Nobody turned out like their parents thought. Nobody here, including me, not close. Right? Ma Phaleshu Kadachana. Right? So understanding that our mother and father had so many dreams, so many wishes, so many goals for us, that my daughter should be like this. My daughter should be like that. My daughter should take this up. Hey, what happened to my daughter? I have no idea. So that's a lesson in of itself to tell us what's going to happen to our daughters and sons. I have no idea. Because for you, they had no idea. So what makes you think for your children, you have some idea? We have no idea. No idea. And it's okay to have no idea. Because that's not our right. Our right is never for the results. Now we planned this woman seeker retreat. So everybody planned, everybody had their tasks, everything was going well. Now, all of a sudden, they tell us the place will not be available till 4 o'clock that day. And we planned that everybody will come 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, everything will be okay. 4 o'clock, you won't get the place. Then they tell us the hall will not be available till 5:15. But then our Sevika so lovingly, they really put everything together so quickly, so beautifully. Just no time. And then everybody knows, they put an announcement that in 40 airports, flights will be cancelled. The Woman Seeker Retreat weekend, they're doing this. Who has control? We don't have control. We just have to sit there and say, wow, look at Bhagwan's plan. Just look, what can we do? What can we do? We have no option but to surrender. Be very clear that surrender is not an option. Because Bhagwan will always win. So stop fighting him. He'll always win. He'll always win. So you fight him in the beginning tension. You fight him in the middle, more tension. You fight him till the end, most tension. But throughout, he's winning. Why are you fighting him? Don't fight. Right? Surrender, it's not an option. That Mahaphaleshu Kadachana is not an option. Okay, I'll surrender. You have to surrender. I have to surrender because we just don't have control, and that's just life. And it's okay. It's okay. So therefore, just enjoy being in the moment. Enjoy wherever we are, doing whatever we're doing, being in whatever we're being in, and just enjoy it. Whatever happens will happen. It will happen. And don't doubt that don't doubt Bhagavan's will, his glory. That will come in tomorrow's session, but don't doubt that. So Mahaphaleshu Kadachana. Right? So this is how to learn how to love others, is understand that I can only do what I can do, but the rest, I just have to learn to accept, love, and grow with it. Now coming to an even deeper way of loving others. Let's chant this verse. Yat karoshi yadashnasi Yajjuhoshi dadasiyata Yattapasyasi kaunteya Tatkurushva madarpanam. Together. Yatkaroshi yadashnasi Yajjuhoshi dadasiyata Yattapasyasi kaunteya Tatkurushva madarpanam. Here, Bhagavan's given 5 pointers. Yat karoshi means whatever you do. Yadashnasi, whatever you eat. Yajjuhoshi, whatever you offer in sacrifice. Dadasiyat, whatever you give in charity. Yattapasyasi, whatever you practice as austerity. O Kaunteya, O Arjuna, Tat Kurushva, you do it, Madarpanam, as an offering unto me. Let's chant this together now. Yat karoshi yadashnasi Yajjuhoshi dadasiyata Yattapasyasi kaunteya Tatkurushva madarpanam. So here, sometimes, in all of our actions, we wonder, why are we doing all of this? We get tired also sometimes. Why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we moving from one place to another, going from one place to another, meeting this person, meeting that person? Why all of it? What is the vision underlying it? Again, if the vision is not clear, we will get tired. But if the vision is very clear, we are inspired. So here, Bhagavan says, let the vision be me. Let the vision be love for me. And if we don't understand this concept of God, divinity, the highest, let the vision be for totality. In everything that I'm performing, doing, let the vision always be for totality, for the greater good. Not just what I want, but for the benefit of everyone. And he gives 5 simple practices to make that come alive. And we're going to see these 5 practices as it reflects on the life of Devi Ahilyabai Holkar. She is one of my role models also. And she's in our Woman Seeker book. I don't know how many of you had a chance to read about her. Okay, few of you have had. If you have not had a chance, you must. Her life is incredible. Yeah? So first we'll start with Yat Karoshi. Yat Karoshi means when we act for totality and not for our own thirst. Not because I'm craving something, I want something, I desire something, but really what is for the benefit of totality. Now, Devi Ahilya Bai Holkar was a Maratha queen. And she was born in 1725. So in fact, last year, or this year, May, it's a 300th birth anniversary of celebrating Devi Ahilya Bai. And when she was young, her parents taught her warfare, they taught her the studies of scriptures and everything. So she was raised very well. And she got married into a beautiful family. And they were the rulers of the Malwa region. Malwa region is like Madhya Pradesh, some parts of Rajasthan. Yeah? So she got married in that family. And her father-in-law really felt that this is a great woman. So he taught her. He taught her statesmanship. He taught her accounting. He taught her how to rule the kingdom. He brought her to battle. He taught her daily affairs. And unfortunately, her husband, who was the heir to the throne, he was not even inspired about it. So every night she would sit with him and she would tell him all of the things that were going on. And because of her inspiration, he also got inspired. But what happened is throughout the rule, first she lost her husband. She lost her husband in war. Then she lost her father-in-law. Then she lost her son. She also lost her daughter. She lost, so imagine her in-laws, her husband, her children. She lost so many people. Amidst that, at the age of around 42, she took up the role to be queen. She lost her son first. Her daughter she lost way after that. But at 42, she took up the role to be queen of that region. And the way she ruled her kingdom was how? Everything at the command of Sri Shankara. She felt that this kingdom did not belong to her. She felt it belonged to Shankara. So anything she would sign with Sri Shankara. Her devotion was so much that she felt everything is for Bhagavan, that the capital was in Indore. She said, I want to move to Maheshwar because it's near the Narmada river. And that is the river of Shiva. And that Maheshwar was near the Raja Rajeshwari temple. So she wanted to move there. So everything she did for her kingdom, she never ever thought it was for herself. Not one moment. And you can see that in her impeccable way of life. Rulers would have grand palaces, big palaces. She had a 2-story Rajvada. Small. Queens, they would wear so much jewelry, everything. She decided after her husband passed away, she wants to be decked in a white sari. She wants to keep it simple. Her way of living was so incredibly simple that everybody looked at how can a ruler be like this? They had not seen a ruler like her. So Yat Karoshi, she was really acting for totality, not for her own thirst. Yad Ashnasi. And the way she ate such simple meals. She did not, she's a Kshatriya. Kshatriya, usually they eat lots of meat and all of that, but she adapted a vegetarian lifestyle. And her meals were simple. She didn't trouble people about it. Yeah. Sometimes when we eat to our own satisfaction and I have this craving, I have that craving, I want to go there, I want to eat there, Once in a while it's okay. But are we eating to satisfy our cravings or are we eating for sustenance? Are we eating so we can nourish our body so we can serve other people? When we eat too much, what happens? We sleep too much. then we can't, who can serve? Nobody can serve. And when we eat too less also, what happens? The whole mind is on food. I'm fasting, but I'm waiting for that pakoda, right? So do we eat in such a way where I can forget about my body? See, understand that we have to live in such a way where we nourish our bodies so we forget about it. Keep the body fit so we forget about it so we can help others. Because if the body is unfit, I'm not thinking about anybody. I am thinking about my own body. So do I eat in such a way where I can forget about my body? And just be focused on what other people need. That's called yadashnasi. Yadashnasi. Yadjuhoshi. When we pray, what are we praying for? This is what we offer in sacrifice. Now, Devi Ahilya Bai, every morning she would do puja. And she was not doing puja for herself. There were some Brahmins, and she asked the Brahmins to make Parthiva Shivalingas for the residents in Maheshwar. Every day, Parthiva, meaning Shivalingas made of earth, were made, and they were offered up to Narmada river to pray for all of the beings in Maheshwar. This is what she did. She's not praying for her success and for her to be famous and glorious. She prayed for her people. And this, reminds me of also Sharada Amma in the Woman Seeker book, Sharada Devi. Somebody asked her, you're doing japa. Why are you doing japa till late at night, early in the morning? You've already chanted the divine name so many times. She said, I'm doing japa for all those I initiated. I want to make sure that they also experience what I get to experience. Just see this. When we pray what we normally pray, may I have good health. May my kids get married, right? May I have grandkids. Now, but very beautiful is it to pray for other people. You know what Swamiji told us once? If we have to say a selfish prayer, it's okay. But first say 4 selfless prayers. Okay? Then the last one you can ask for something for yourself. He used to tell us this. At least you do 4 selfless prayers and the last one, okay, ask. In this way, at least we can implement Yajjuhoshi. Think about other people in the world, no? Sometimes we think our problems are so big. That my cleaning lady left. Hey, people are starving in the world. Hey, your cleaning lady left. Somebody cut me on the highway. So many people are sick all over the world. Someone cut you on the highway. So, Yajjuhoshi, try to include others in what we pray for and know that we're a bigger part of society. It's not just us. It's not just this form, this figure, this face. Yajjuhoshi. Dadasi. Dadasi, whatever we give in charity. Charity is not just money and not just time. It's also sometimes giving somebody a smile. But let me tell you the best form of charity nowadays. What do you think is the best form of charity nowadays? It shouldn't even be called charity, but I'm calling it charity because it's rare. Attention. Giving someone our full attention. That is learning to see Devi in somebody else. Just give somebody your full attention. Just be there because that's what people crave. Don't people crave somebody to just look at them, to feel what they're feeling, to listen to them, to hear them out, to just hold them? Don't they crave that? So the dasi is just being able to be there for them. People don't want advice. They know what to do. They want attention. When you call everybody, what should I do? Well, you know what to do. You just want somebody to hear a story. Just hear me out. You just want to let out. I just want to vent. So let's be those people who can listen. In this regard, we must think about Ahilyabai Devi. What she gave to Sanatana Dharma, nobody else can fathom. Because when she inherited that wealth, that region that she was ruling was very prosperous, very prosperous. And when she inherited that wealth, she didn't take it for herself. She kept it in the treasury. And you know what she did with that money? She did not just rebuild Indore, Maheshwar, Madhya Pradesh, the regions around her. She rebuilt temples all over Bharat. Let me tell you that during the invasions, about 40,000 temples were destroyed. And people like Devi Ahilyabai Holkar saw that. She went north, south, west, east, and she poured in money to rebuild, revitalize temples. When things were destroyed in Ayodhya, she went there. When Kashi Vishwanath was destroyed, she had it rebuilt. That's why when you go to Kashi, her statue is there. When Somnath was destroyed, she had it rebuilt. That's why when you go next to Somnath, there is a temple that she rebuilt there. Any corner of Bharat you go to, Devi Ahilyabai has touched it. If she has not rebuilt a temple, she has rebuilt a ghat. If not a ghat, a well. If not a well, a pathway. If not a pathway, she has sponsored pandits to do puja there. If not that, she has sponsored Ganga Jal to come there. Badri is there because she helped rebuild it. This is not an ordinary Devi. This is one who really saw the whole of Bharat as her child. It's one thing to be a great queen in your own region, but it's another to expand your reign to accommodate the whole country. And that's what she did. That's the Dasi. So many times, when we give, we also want to be recognized, isn't it? Okay, make sure my name is there, make sure my face is there, make sure you take a picture, and all of that, those things. We want to boost our profiles and this and that. Somebody came to Devi Ahilyabai and said, I wrote about your life. Yeah? I wrote about the glory of your life. She took this person in the Narmada River on a boat. What did she do? She threw it. This glory doesn't belong to me, it belongs to Bhagavan. Somebody writes something nice about us. What do? Post it. Post it. Like it. See it. Keep it. What did she do? She threw it. Because she knew the real glory is of Shankara. It didn't belong to her. She knew that the real giver, though she was giving, she knew the real giver, Shankara. That's called Dadasi. Though we give, we know we're not the real giver. Because nothing is ever ours. Dadasi. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya. Whatever austerity we perform, that is also for Bhagavan. Now listen, many of us perform austerity. We want our austerity can be in the form of body, speech, mind, right? We want our bodies to be fit. Why? For a photograph. I'm going for a wedding. I have to fit on my sari. I have to fit in that dress. That is why I'm becoming fit. when that tapas is for glamour and not growth, that is not tapas. It can't even be called tapas. Keeping my body fit so I can give, so I can serve. That speech, people are doing tapas or speech to get all accolades and everything like that. So they practice lots of tapas for speech. That's not tapas. When we lose ourselves in that and let Bhagavan flow, that is tapas. When we discipline our minds, not so that people say, oh, this person's so nice, this person's so kind. When we discipline our minds so that we can give more, so we can be more, so we can do more, that is called tapas. So are we disciplining ourselves because we want something from the world? Or are we disciplining ourselves because it's an offering to that divinity? What is our tapas? Every morning, Devi Ahilyabai woke up before sunrise. She would do her puja. She would study scriptures. She would give alms. She would, then in the afternoon, she would hold her darbar and she listened to different people coming to speak, to offer their complaints, whatever it is, she was there to speak. Then again in the evening, she would worship. Then again, she would do work. Her whole life was so disciplined. And she kept this discipline so that she could love, so she could give. And it goes back to what I was saying yesterday. But how do you love somebody? How do you know you love someone? When we improve ourselves so much, we can love the person better. When we improve ourselves as mothers, we can love our children better. When we improve ourselves as spouses, we can love our spouses better. When we improve ourselves as children, we can love our parents better. So these shlokas we saw today, it's really working on ourselves so that we can give more. So let's see in a nutshell what we discussed today, right? So in the first shloka, the first step is to get up from tamas. Get up from tamas. Then after that, get up from rajas, that rajasic mind of wanting something for our own selves. Then get into the rhythm of sattva, karmani eva. The first eva is only in my nitya and naimittika, right? The next eva is in my swadharma. Embrace your swadharma. The next eva is only what's required. Only what's required, right? And ma phaleshu kadachana, because surrender is not an option. We have to do it. It's just a matter of when we do it, how we embrace it. We have to do it. And in 9.27, we saw act not out of our own selfish thirst, but for totality. Yat karoshi, yat ashnasi. When we eat to sustain our bodies, not to pamper, right? To nourish, not pamper. Yat juhoshi. When we pray, then don't think that we're the only people in the world who has problems. If you want to pray for our own selves, then say 4 selfless prayers. Then 1 selfish one. It's okay. Okay? Dadasi. What is the best thing we can give to others? Attention. Attention. Tapasyasi. And our discipline should be for growth, so we can give. And this is an offering to Bhagavan. Yeah? So with this, we'll stop here. Let's say the closing prayer. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.